Thank you very much for being here and being on time. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you for being here and welcome to this hopefully very exciting webinar about a quite unusual topic, but a topic that is becoming more relevant by the day. So we're talking today about the future of work, why you need AI, even if you think that you don't. Actually, let me do a quick survey here right now. How many of you are not using AI right now? Please type me into the chat box. Or you think you don't need it. All right, thank you, Rachel. All right, so the other ones are either using it or not responding. We'll see. Anyway, it's fine. So let's get going. Just a quick fine print. This presentation is for informational and educational purpose. And basically whatever you decide upon is in your own responsibility. So myself, I'm Jochen Siegmann. I'm a AI implementer. I'm not a developer. I don't have any technical skills. And I'm an entrepreneur. I have several businesses. I'm an author. I've published 2 books. The third one is coming up shortly. And I'm a trainer and mentor. So before I start, I'm just going to play a short video that mostly I do live events, not webinars so much, that usually the producer will play before I come onto the stage. It's only about 50 seconds long and just gives you a quick overview about me. In just these 2 days in the seminar, it's an incredible amount of knowledge that you're going to gain.
Magic bank account, the money just keeps coming. Good afternoon, Vietnam!
All of you can achieve that magic bank account too.
Wo leistet der Saliger auf der Folie $1,000?
Good morning, Myanmar!
All right, so mostly this was before COVID, of course. I had the pleasure of sharing stages with like Tony Robbins, Mary Buffett, Dean Graziosi, and a lot of other famous people. Nick in Australia, that was good to meet Nick. And these are some of my live students before. Right, I am actually financially free already. That means my passive income is greater than my living expenses are. It's like money coming into my account every month, like it's growing in trees. So I don't have to be here, but I want to be here with you. Right? For all I care, I could be lying on the beach and have a beer or something, but I'm not, because I want to help you. There is something going on in the world right now that's very important and that I'm about to share with you in this webinar today. And actually, for me, this is my purpose. AI is a fantastic tool. I love it. I like property too. If you check me out on Google, you will find a lot of property links. And AI is something that really is close to my heart because it affects a lot of people and I like helping people. So for me, it feels good to help people. I love doing that. I've been doing it for more than 10 years in various fields. And now it's happening in AI. So I hope I can help you too, but we'll see. So really, really thank you very much for being here. You could be also just like me anywhere right now, going out with your friends, having a meal, but you're here to listen to me. So I do my best within this webinar to really, really make it worth your time and that you're really, really glad that you did join this webinar afterwards. So just for being here and being on time, I have a small gift for you that you can download either now or later. So I'll just type this into the chat box so you can just click on the link. It's case sensitive. These are declarations for my program that help you to tune your mindset for success, because no matter what technique you're using, you also have to have the right mindset in order to be successful in whatever it is you do in business, job, relationship, etc. And this can potentially help you. Sorry, I made a typo here. This should be slash, not a point. There you go. And I like giving. I also do a lot of charity and stuff like that, because, yeah, like I said, I like helping people. So can I just get a quick feel for the room? I'm not teaching this thing here. This is from Robert Kiyosaki. Probably many of you know that. He's actually one of my mentors as well. I just want to see who is in the room. Please type in the chat box E, if you're an employee, you get a fixed salary. S, if you're either self-employed, solopreneur, or a professional like a lawyer, doctor, etc. That's an S. Or B, if you are a business owner of a bigger business. Or I, if you're like professional investor and just live on passive income like me actually. So just type E, S, B, or I, please. Just want to see. I can also fine-tune my session today a little bit, whether they're more employees or more self-employed people as well. If you're not sure what you are, then type not sure. Joking. But please do participate and not just let this thing go by. Then it's going to help you a lot more. So I'll just go through this. Well, a common problem these days is that we all don't have time. And maybe also some of you not money. So how many of you would like actually to spend more time with your family, or have a better lifestyle, or potentially even retire early? Type me into the chat box if that is you. All right, thank you. So let me see what we can do about that. Now, what I hear all the time, and quite often it's frankly an excuse, but sometimes it's actually true. I'm too busy. Well, we are all busy people, but what if I could help you to gain an additional 1.8 days per week, every week? So now, of course, you cannot buy time. Not even Warren Buffett or Elon Musk can buy 1.8 days. So we have 8.8 per week. That doesn't work. But conversely, if you can finish what you do right now from Monday to Friday in 5 days, you could finish it by Thursday morning already. The same tasks with the same result or better, just in much less time. What would you do with an additional 1.8 days? Just tell me in the chat box. Would you spend time with a family, or would you start a new hobby, or would you work more? So let's say if you're self-employed, you can make more sales because you're more productive. What would you do if you had an extra 1.8 days per week? And it's entirely possible, actually. In fact, it's conservative. I don't like to have big numbers that in the end people cannot realize. Of course, isn't it true that time is the ultimate resource that we all have? Because, if you lose an object like the watch, you can just buy a new one, right? Or if you lose money, you can make more. But if you lose time, nobody can bring it back. And that's why time is so precious. And I can help you save a lot of time with AI tools, obviously, in order to raise your productivity 10 times, 50 times more. You'll see, you'll be totally amazed when I show you. I actually do a live demo during this webinar of several tools to show you how fast they are, how efficient they are, and how easy they are. So what I show you is proven. It's not a theory. I'm using them all the time. Many people are as well. They're easy to use, even though you think that they might be difficult or technical, which is one of the reasons why people don't use AI or they think they don't need it. But it works perfectly fine. And anyone can do it. Actually, a lot of people also think AI is very technical. Yes, the programming of it is technical. But if you drive a car, do you know how the engine works? Except if you're a car mechanic, you do, but otherwise you probably don't, right? So what's under the hood, you don't need to know. And what's under the hood in AI, you also don't need to know, right? You just need to know how to use it, just like the car. You just need to know how to drive it, not how to repair it. And that one, anyone can do. My technical skills, I'll tell you, one of my mentors told me recently I should open TikTok and what's the other one, Instagram account, which I did. And just to figure out how to post my first post, it took me like half an hour how to do that. I know it sounds ridiculous. That's how technical I am, right? So if I can do this, anybody can, and you can. So in this webinar, you will discover why your business will go down or why you will potentially lose your job if you don't use AI, that is. How you can save it. And what is the TGIF framework that I have put in the Eventbrite description here. And it does not stand for, thank God it's Friday. No, not at all. So my goals are, just let me check if I have to admit, maybe, okay. My goals of this webinar are that you understand how you can harness the huge power of AI to your advantage. Because anybody who wants to can. The only thing is you have to be willing to do it. That's all. You don't need any other skills other than copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And that you can do for sure. Therefore, you will realize that anyone, including yourself, can do it. And hopefully, I can also motivate you that you can make it happen for yourself. So this webinar is designed for you if you have little or no experience in using AI tool, which I gather most of you are. If you're an expert, then it's probably too basic for you. The skills you need are read, write, copy, paste. That one you know. But the third one is sometimes the killer. You have to have an open mind to learn something new that is beyond, outside of your comfort zone. And you want to stay relevant in the job market if you're an employee, or you want your business to thrive instead of just barely survive. And it's not for you if you're unteachable and you think you know everything already. Well, then all hope is lost. If you don't believe anything anybody says, or I actually do know such people who prefer to complain about the situation, bitch and whine, rather than do something and improve themselves, right? So, well, if that is you, then by all means, it's okay if you don't participate. But if you do stay until the end, then you will discover how powerful AI is, but yet easy to use. You will know what to do in order to future-proof your business or your job, and you have more time for a family or whatever other hobbies you want to do in that 1.8 days that you can gain back potentially. And I will also give you an awesome opportunity to make it happen for you in the end, if you stay in the end, that is. So if I can do it, you can do it. I will show you how, step by step. We have about 12 different modules today that I can show you in practical demonstration, not in theory, not in screenshots. And I'm nothing special. The only thing that differentiates me in many cases from others is I implement, I take action, I do it. and not think about it. You know, you cannot be successful by thinking about it, only by doing something. But you've heard it many times before, I guess. So like Tony says, if you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you can achieve the same results. And that might be me. We'll see. So who's stopping you? Actually, this is a real picture. The elephant doesn't run away, even though he's such a thin string attached to his foot only. Why? Because he has been conditioned. They put a big chain on his foot. He tried to run away. It didn't work many times until he gave up. And he realized something on my foot means I cannot escape. And then this string is enough. And the humans are just the same. I quote Tony again. The only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story you tell yourself in your brain. So if you change your story, you can change the outcome. And I hope I can help you to accomplish that. But you have to get out of your comfort zone. The things I'm about to show you are a little bit, wow. I hope you're sitting down so you can't fall, because this is really, really mind-boggling stuff. But easy and fascinating. I love it. And hopefully you will love it too. So no matter what you do, business, job, even relationship or whatever, there are 3 crucial keys for your success. And these are, you gotta have the right mentor. Could be me, could be someone else. It's up to you. The right method. I'll show you mine. And most importantly, also the right mindset, as I already mentioned just now. That's my favorite saying of all times from Henry Ford, inventor or founder of the Ford Motor Company, like 100 years or so ago. Whether you think you can or whether you think you cannot, you are right. You're right. Okay, so I just gotta admit someone coming in. 1 second. Because, you know, if you think you can, you will find a way how. And if you think you can't, then you can't. Not as simple as that. So I also teach it in my other programs. Simply change your thinking from I can't do that, whatever that is, to how can I do this? Like Edison said, who invented the light bulb, I never failed. I only found 10,000 ways how not to make a light bulb until I found the way how to do it, right? So don't give up so easy. Just have a positive mindset. Now, Peng Joon, I think many of you might have heard of him or even attended one of his programs. I really like this guy. He's a world-class marketer from Malaysia. And he said in his event where I was present a couple of months ago, if your business is not using artificial intelligence, it's going to die. If an employee is not using AI, you're going to get fired soon. And at that time, when he said that, I thought it's really quite exaggerated and maybe just some bold marketing claim because he's such a good marketer or whatever. Maybe, and that's what you thought just now too, when I said that. You won't believe it, but maybe in an hour or so, you do, when I've shown you what you're up against. If you don't use these tools. Okay, so AI is everywhere. You actually, whether you know it or not, are using it every single day already, but passively, right? If you go to Amazon and look at a product that you want to purchase, then it will show you customers who viewed this product also frequently bought that product. That's AI. Alexa, Siri, AI. Your handphone with 3 lenses, seeing the object from 3 different angles, but showing only one image is AI. Tesla is an AI on wheels. We are surrounded by it. But so far, AI for the last 10 years or so has been exclusively the domain of the big boys with deep pockets like IBM, Apple, Google. But do you know what happened on 30th of November last year, 2022? Anybody knows what happened in November 22 in the AI space? I mean, type it in chat box if you know what happened last November. Probably not too hard to guess. Yes, thank you. ChatGPT was released to the public, to the men and women on the street like you and me, for free. For free. You can sign up for a ChatGPT account totally without any cost, ever paying a single cent. And later I'll show you that tool is super, super powerful. They also have a paid version, which is $20 per month, even better. But even the free one is so, so awesome. And that changed everything. Because suddenly everybody had access to this data, can do these things that it can do. I'll show you in a while. I'll demo it to you in front of your eyes. And if you then still think you don't need it, boy, you're so wrong. Okay. So I'm going to show you some of these tools, ChatGPT, how to do a PowerPoint presentation in 2 minutes and a video in the same time frame. So everything that takes you a couple of hours now, you can actually do in a couple of minutes. And that's why you can increase your productivity 10, 20, 30, 50 times, depending how much of the stuff you got to do in your job, of course. And if I just told you what I told you, you would probably not believe it. And I don't blame you for that. That's fine. But seeing is believing, right? That's why I'm going to show you rather than tell you. And if I only show you a screen print, you might believe me, but you will think that you cannot do it. But you can. You will see. That's why I rather have a little bit of conversation and demonstration here rather than just a presentation. Is that okay, everybody? That I'll show you real live demo? Type okay if that's okay for you. All right, okay for Rachel. How about the rest? You want to see demo? All right, cool. Thank you very much for your response. And you can actually mark today's date in your calendar. In a year from now, you might think back to this webinar for one of two reasons. The first reason could be you suddenly your eyes were opened and you woke up and you took action, learned some of these AI tools, made good progress, whether it's in your business or your career, and your boss is very happy with you, or your business is thriving because it's a lot more productive, and maybe you can save a lot of cost too. Or you did not, and you might get fired or your business is going down. It's obviously your choice, but choose wisely. Everything, the Chinese, I cannot read Chinese, so I don't know how to pronounce this word here, but the Chinese, when invented the written characters like 3,500 years ago, they were very clever, right? This word means crisis, I believe, and has two characters. One signifies danger, and the other one opportunity, because there's always both. But which one you see is up to you, so choose wisely. Now, this one is very interesting. This is the amount of data produced, which is about equivalent to the progress that was achieved by humanity, the human species globally, right? All the way from the Stone Age, for millennia, pretty much nothing happened, right? So it's a long, long story, but before my time, never mind. Until eventually the Chinese invented these characters, the Egyptians chiseled hieroglyphs into the pyramids. Then the Roman Empire came, and very slowly but surely there was a little bit of evolution and all that. And then it just got faster and faster, as you obviously know. But there were three very significant revolutions I don't mean fighting like physical revolutions like in France or China, or there might have been here and there. I mean something that significantly changed the history of entire mankind. 3 such events. It's changed everything, the way we work, the way we do everything. So the first one was when I was young, in the 1700s. No, okay, 1700s. What happened there? The steam engine was invented. Before that, all the factories had human labor and all the products were handmade until the steam engine was invented. And suddenly factories could get machines that produced things instead of human labor. Also travel changed because we could have the steam locomotive and all that to make travel fast and all that. This changed everything. Everything, really. But it took about 80, 100 years until most factories in the developed countries had machines that replaced humans. Then more recently, now if you're above, let's say 40 plus, mid-40s, you will remember a time when there was no internet, no computer, no cell phone, mobile phone, right? Is there anybody of you who's of that age you can remember when there was no internet, no email, no personal computer? Then I know your age, you know. I'm definitely there. And then the internet came up, the personal computer came up, was affordable, and it spread like wildfire. But it still took about maybe 10 years or so until it really was pretty much in everybody's household and business and all that. But there were people in that time who said, internet? Nah, that's for tech geeks. Computer, I could live my life without it. I don't need it now. Or mobile phone, there are people like that, but guess where they are with that kind of attitude? How far they got? They were just gone, right? Yeah, thank you. And the third one is actually, but that took about 10 years, like I said, right? So 100 years, 10 years, and now I think it's probably about 1 year, AI. So we are right now here where the number 3 is. Obviously, the future is only a prediction and not a history or a fact. But that's what most people who know anything about anything say. It's just going to go faster and faster, and the way and the speed with which things change is just exponentially growing. And if you don't grow with it, you're going to be obsolete. And that's the reason why your job or your business is at risk if you don't use it. So I just give you a couple of facts. That's not what I say, but what other people or companies say. For example, IBM says that 1.4 billion people have to be reskilled for AI. Doesn't mean you lose your job, but reskilled, right? AI is a learnable skill. It's not difficult. You just have to do it. And below here, this is the same article. It says 40% of workers have to be reskilled. Who are the other 60%? They're the physical workers. If you are a chef, a stewardess, a Grab driver, a cleaner, then probably you don't need AI that much, right? But as soon as you're an office worker with a computer, it's absolutely no way you can, in the long run, do without AI. Then here's some statistics say that probably 375 million jobs will be obsolete because of, you can call it AI or automation. But of course, on the flip side, other jobs are being created instead. Then McKinsey says that about 50% of the current work activities are technically automatable with our technology. So things like accounting, things, you know, I mean, all this is being automated. So what does the accountant do? Well, you better upskill, right? And here also, like IBM, McKinsey also about 800 million people might be at risk. But the solution is easy. Right? Just learn the stuff. I've asked AI, this is a screenshot for my website, my corporate website, to come up with a couple of use cases, 26 of them from A to Z. I'm just going to read them very quickly. I don't need, but any industry is there, right? Architecture, banking, construction. Construction. Why construction, you say? Well, for industry, AI can predict which machine is going to break down next before it happens. And then you can do preventive maintenance instead of waiting till it breaks down, right? It can diagnose diseases, x-rays, e-commerce, finance, gaming, healthcare, industry, journalism. It can write news articles without a journalist being present, right? Logistics, marketing. Later, I'll show you some examples in marketing, how I can automate this. Navigation, oil, gas, quality, pharmacy, retail, tourism, utility, weather forecast, X-ray analysis, and zoology, and a million more that I cannot say, right? So don't think in whatever industry you're in, you're not affected. You are. So let's take this hypothetical scenario. There's a hypothetical company called Traditional Old Way Private Limited, and here's the org chart. I'm the CEO of the company, and I have two teams. Firstly, please don't be offended, but I call you the B team. All of you who are in this webinar right now are in my team. And whatever job you're doing is what you're doing in this company, Traditional Old Way. If you're a marketer, you're my marketer. If you're HR, you're my HR. If you are engineer, you're my engineer, and so on. You have the skills that you have, with the performance that you have. It's just you, okay? And then I have the A team. The A team that you are up against has only one. I call her Angela Inglewood. No prizes to be won. Why? Her initials are A and I. She's my AI. All these tools, I've just for fun named them Angela. Now, Angela is my only employee in my company. This is a true fact. And she's obviously not an employee, but I don't have any employees. I only use AI. She works 24/7. She doesn't take holiday or weekends. She never falls sick and doesn't chit-chat in the pantry. She's super productive, as you will see in a moment. And she knows absolutely everything. She's read every book that has ever been published. She has written every medical and legal journal out there. She has listened to every song that is on any internet site like YouTube, etc. Everything. And unlike you and me, she actually remembers all that stuff. We forget, right? You're just human after all, as they say, pun intended. And her salary is $20 per month. Think about that. So now let's think about that. You are you. But if you have your own Angela Inglewood, whatever you name her, and now year end is coming, bonus time is coming, you are you, or you are you plus AI and 50 times more productive. Which person would you think will get more bonus or maybe promotion? You or you plus Angela? Well, I think the answer is pretty obvious, right? You can type in chat box if you like, but okay. Yeah. Now, are you afraid that AI will take your job? Type me if you are afraid. Or type no if you're not. Just get a quick survey. Are you afraid AI might take your job? Yes or no? Yes. No. Okay, not sure. Anyway, the good news is AI definitely will not take your job. But the bad news is the person who knows how to use AI will take your job, right? AI itself cannot do anything because it operates by prompts. You have to tell it what to do. And it cannot tell itself what to do. But a person who knows AI can take your job because the person knows how to use AI. Maybe I've trained them and he's 10 times more productive than you are. Then that person will get that bonus and you get that pink slip, right? So AI is a tool. You can make use of it or not. And it makes the difference of potentially getting fired or getting a fat bonus check. It's up to you. I'm just throwing your life ring here. Whether you take it or not, it's obviously up to you. So we're going to go into the demo shortly. But before that, also some more news. Do you think it's easy or hard, difficult to pass the medical exam to be a doctor? Type E for easy or D for difficult? What do you think? Well, I think we all can agree it's pretty difficult, right? But ChatGPT has actually passed the US medical license exam. So it's technically a doctor. Practically, of course, we cannot do a band-aid or console a sick person. But in terms of the exam, it passed it. Likewise for lawyer, difficult, right? And ChatGPT did not only pass the exam, but it was also in the 90th percentile, which means top 10% of the people who took the exam, top 10%, right? So it's a very good student. And not only that, it gets better. This one blew me off my chair when I read this. They actually, a law firm has sent the AI to a court of law to represent the defendant. So the defendant, I mean, the AI basically listens to what is being said. And when the defendant has to say something, the AI will display it for him and he just reads it out. This, wow, really, really amazing. So this TGIF framework, not thank God it's Friday, means that using AI tools, you can transform the way you work and operate by implementing them into your work, into your procedures. Therefore, you can generate better and faster results because pretty much anything that's computer-based AI can do better and faster than you or me. You can improve your productivity 10, 20, 30 times. And therefore, if you're a business owner, your bottom line as well. And that's the way how we can future-proof your business or your career. So we're gonna go into a demo now, but can I just get your permission that if what you see really, really well, not only fascinates you, but at least piques enough interest in you that you want to learn more and how we can do this, that after I'm done with that, I quickly give you a glimpse into my program, which is called Empower, Elevate, Excel. Would it be okay for you, everybody, that I talk about my program after the demo? Please type either yes or okay if you're okay with it. Okay, so my business card is Google, and I'm going to show you how it works, because now we're going to go into the live demo. So go out of PowerPoint. Into Google. Can I just confirm before I proceed? Can you see my Google right now? Can somebody, one of you is enough, but please respond if you can see my Google right now. Yes or no? Hello? Can see. All right, thank you. Great. Then we can proceed. I don't want to show something that you don't see. Huh? All right, so this is Google. Google is amazing. You're obviously familiar with it. But I want you to very carefully look what's happening, because it's not necessarily what you think that will happen. Okay, so I'll type in my name, for example, hit enter. Now what's happening is Google will do what it does and probably find about 40 links for me here. But that's not really what I want to show is. Look on the right side, what's happening here. Where is it now? I have to scroll up. It's a bit slow right now. Ah, there we go. Okay, it's writing. So what it does here is actually my AI reads all these websites that Google has found in a couple of seconds. Now it took a bit longer than usual. No, it was maybe 6-7 seconds. Normally it should be 1 or 2, but okay. In 6 or 7 seconds, it has read all these websites that Google found for whatever search term it is that you're looking for. Normally, if you go to Google, then you would maybe look at the first website, read it, go back, second website, read it, go back, third website, read it, go back, and it takes a lot of time. But my AI has done all that for me already and summarized it. So it gives some summary, blah, 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 and so on, blah, 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 about me. Huh? Okay, can somebody just type anything you want to Google to research, and then it writes you a quick summary in 5 seconds, let's say. I'll just take the first one, whoever, just whatever search term I should put in a Google, type in the chat box. Anybody who wishes, then I'll Google that for you and give you a summary in maybe 5 seconds of all these websites relating to your topic that you have chosen. Okay, then I'll just choose one. I think Kanga Vambani is quite responsive, so I assume that's an Indian name. So I Google best Indian food. Should spell it correctly. So now it's writing the response from all these websites that Google has found. Today my internet a bit slow. There's not much I can do about that, but still, rather than me having to read all this, my AI is doing it for me. And now we got some okay, let's say number 2, must try dishes. If you're new to Indian cuisine, consider trying popular dishes like samosas, biryani, butter chicken, dosa, tandoori items, etc. Ah, delicious. So, all right, so this way in your research, you can save quite a bit of time. So that was level 0. Now we go to level 1. I'm going to show you ChatGPT. Has anybody of you written an ebook before about any topic? If so, can you please type me into the chat box? Or if not, what do you think? How long it would normally take to write an ebook? Maybe let's say 10 pages. A proper one, not one of these gimmick one where only like font size 48 and 20 words. But a reasonably decent ebook. And maybe you can just, any of you type a topic that you want, maybe your job, your hobby, your then I'll quickly write you an ebook for it in a minute. Tell me the topic you want to have an ebook about. Come on, guys. I'll write your ebook, not mine. Okay, so that's how AI or ChatGPT, also the other AIs work with prompts, right? Prompt, the blinking thingy here, and you gotta type in what you want from it. But this is reasonably easy here, right? Normal English, you can understand. And so let's see what it says. I have no other topic suggestions. Okay, then I'll stick with the Indian food for now. Hit enter. Now it says what it's doing is understanding the question, doing research. Okay, here's your page 1. Page 2, 3. Spices, turmeric, coriander, popular dishes, biryani, and so on. Just wait for it to finish. Is it amazing? I've just written an ebook in 1 minute. I find it totally awesome. If you don't, well, it's up to you. But you can write anything that you want to write in the same way. You just got to tell, that's the only skill you need to know. You have to know how to talk to the computer, to the AI, what to tell it. Because the better your prompt is, the better your output will be. Just like in real life, garbage in, garbage out. But if you have a good input, it will give you an excellent output. So now we have an ebook. Is anybody here in marketing or does marketing because you're like a solopreneur and so on? Okay, so now I'm gonna write me a blog post for my website. Let's say style formal, can be anything. A Facebook post style informal, and a marketing email to promote this ebook. Okay, so now I can show you how you can do your marketing in a fraction of the time. Normally, to write a Facebook ad would probably take me an hour. Marketing email, half an hour. And blog post also half an hour. So about 2 hours, I would say. So here we go. That took me about, what, 10 seconds now. Here's my blog post. This one I wanted formal. So it has written it in a formal language. Facebook informal, right? Hey foodies, ever wondered about the stories behind your favorite Indian dishes? Dive into our latest ebook, so and so. From spicy curries to sweet dessert, discover the history and magic of Indian food. Grab your copy and spice up your reading lists and inputs, emoticons and all that, and hashtags, fully automated. And then marketing email includes the download now and so on. Has written everything for you. And the only skill, like I mentioned earlier, that you need to have, apart from the prompt engineer, how to talk to, is copy paste. You copy paste this to your email program now and send it out to your audience. Nice, huh? Who likes this? You can raise your hand, the virtual reaction, or type it in chat box if you like this. If you know this could be of use to you to save a lot of time in whatever it is that you have to write in your job, in your business, in your marketing, or even in a personal life. Anybody likes this stuff? Can do better than just writing also. Let's say you are a travel agent. Make me a table with a travel itinerary. I choose Singapore now, or any other destination if any of you wants, for a 2-day 1-night trip to Singapore. One C, 2 area, 3 nearest MRT. Yeah, good enough for demonstration purpose for now. So now it's a travel agent. There you go. That's your suggested itinerary in table format. The area, MRT, and so on. I chose Singapore because you're familiar with the stuff, right? It's really amazing. Okay, enough of ChatGPT then. For now, any of you ever making videos, marketing videos, or videos for your website or blog posts. So any of you making videos at all? No, okay. Well, I can tell you because I make a lot of videos. This is very time consuming, very. The filming, not so much, but the editing part is really, really time consuming. So let's see what ChatGPT can do. ChatGPT, the paid version, has something. I'll just scroll all the way up for that. Yeah, here. Yeah. Called plugin. Plugin are little programs that sit on top of ChatGPT. They're free. That can help you with additional stuff beyond text, because ChatGPT itself only knows text. Now, I can make a video in about less than 2 minutes. Make me a marketing video, let's say 1 minute, or above ebook. And you notice you can talk to it normally. A traditional computer program would have no idea what you're saying here right now, right? Because I'm taking reference to what it told me earlier. Normal computer program would just say, huh? But AI understands what I'm saying. And that's why it's so much more powerful than a traditional computer program, the old-fashioned way. So now it's gonna create me a video, including the text and the scenes to be used. So I'm making a marketing video that'll take about a minute or so. If while it's working, you have any questions or anything, we have to wait maybe a minute or so now. Then please use that minute to ask any questions or requests or whatever you have. Oops, it has some issues right now. Well, that's the perils of life. Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, let's just do a refresh. Try again. Make me a marketing video for food with dishes. History of the food, whatever. Let's see. So it should be writing the script now. And then do the scenes for the video itself. I think it's in Whistler where the problem is, probably. There's my Whistler. Yeah. Whistler is also an AI tool. There's many out there. Every day, new ones are coming up. Every day, they're getting better and better. It's really amazing. But this one has some issue here right now. Let me see that. Else, I don't show the video, but there's many other interesting things to see. think the Whistler has some issue right now, so okay, I can show you this one first.
Are any of you trading or investing?
And if so, which company do you like? I'll show something that is really can save a lot of time too in your analysis. I wouldn't let AI trade for me, but it surely can help you to do the analysis of what you want to trade 100 times faster than you can do it manually. Okay, nobody, then I'll just choose Apple. Okay. You can ask it questions. Let's see how Apple's stock has performed. Personally, I'm not trading, so I don't really know what's going on there with Apple. So mixed performance recently, high or low. Can give you the charts, the estimates how the business is doing. Price targets. And what the company published about the results. All this in one place in 10 seconds. And this tool is free too. Right, so all these tools are so much time saving, productivity increasing. This is really amazing. Okay, so my Whistler seems to be there now. We'll see if this works now. See if it works now. If not, never mind, we'll skip the video. I can show you how to create amazing images. Okay, this one doesn't want. Yesterday still worked. This is one of the tools that I like to use for images called Leonardo. Again, it's not about this tool. It's about the process. These are some of the things I generated before. Okay, what should we create? Anybody wants to create some image, then I'll quickly do it for you. If not, I'll think of my own one. Road spread in space, whatever. See what it comes up with. Then usually gives you 4 different suggestions. And again, the only ability you have to have is how to write a prompt properly. That's the thing. And now it's generating it. Also takes a couple of seconds. And there you go. You got a beautiful fruit basket. It actually looks pretty real. It could be real, like a photo, but not AI generated graphics. Some of them are obviously there. This one you can obviously tell is AI, right? And this one perhaps not, because they are real. And it's so fast. I mean, that's how you can save so much time. And people who know how to use this, these are the people that you're up against, right? If you are unable to use it yourself. Okay, next tool I'm going to show you is this one here. I really like this one too. Does any of you use PowerPoint or another presentation slide tools? I think Apple has, or whatever it's called, as well, doesn't matter. Any of you has to do slides in your work? Nobody? Well, you're all very lucky, huh? Many jobs involve creating slides, and that also is very time consuming to write a slide deck. So I'll show you how easy and fast this tool here can generate a slide deck. So I'll just go to create new, generate. I want to do a presentation. It can also do a web page for you, for example, or another document, but I'll show you the presentation right now. Then you type in the topic, Indian food and spices. Let's see. Then it gives you a suggestion. If you want to, you can amend it. Right now I don't, because I don't really know much about Indian food. I like it, but I cannot cook. You can pick the theme. I just continue for now. If you want this theme, that theme, but in the interest of time, I just proceed. So now you can see the AI generating your presentation in front of your eyes. And in less than 2 minutes, you're gonna have a beautiful presentation ready. That would have taken me probably a couple of hours if I had to write this manually. I have to do research, I have to write, and AI can write better than me or you. I have to find pictures and all that. And while it writes, I can tell you one more thing about this tool. If you send this to the customer and you have, let's say, 10 slides, it has an analytic tool inside whereby you can tell which pages your customer has looked at. Maybe after slide 5, he discarded, then you know he only looked at the first 5 slides, and slide 6 onwards, he didn't look at. You can tell, right? That's really, really amazing. Oh, okay. Indian spices even got a health benefit. I didn't even know that. So you learn something new, right? So it's really, really cool. Conclusion. Okay, this should be last slide now. Okay, so here you got a slide deck. The origins, the different regions, spices, these beautiful pictures, health benefits, and a summary. And in less than 2 minutes, guys. Of course, for any office-related subject, you can do that too. So you can save a ton of time. And if your colleague is doing that in 2 minutes and you take 2 days, by then your boss will have already forgotten that he asked you, right? So that's the whole reason why people who use AI tools have a great advantage and people who don't have a great disadvantage. Okay, so you can do the same here. This does also slides. Skip this now. This one here is Ariana.
Hi, my name is Ariana, and I am an AI human that will be able to answer all your questions about AI in up to 10 languages. What question will you like to ask first?
Okay, so she's what we call an avatar. She does not exist. She's a AI, a computer generated, I don't know what you call it, person, right? That's why we say avatar. And I don't even have to type. there's this microphone button here that I'm going to use to ask her some question. And then she can answer that question. This could be, for example, used in customer support, because you can train these avatar models what to say when people ask certain questions. This could be used in pre-sales for the same reason, right? Because pre-sales, you always get the same questions from your potential clients, etc. So you can save a lot of time. And if you are in these jobs, maybe your job is at risk because Ariana's going to take it, right? So I'm going to ask Ariana some very basic questions. She knows a lot more than that. In fact, she knows a lot more than me or you, because she knows everything. But just for demo purposes, I'm going to ask her some questions. Ariana. Give me 3 bullet points. What are the most important reasons why everybody should learn how to use AI?
Firstly, to significantly improve productivity. Secondly, to have relevant skills in today's job market. Thirdly, the way we work is massively changed, and if you do not go with the times, your job or business is at risk.
Amazing, right? So let me ask you something else. Why are so many people still hesitant to learn AI, even if it's so easy?
Many humans either do not even know about AI yet. They might incorrectly think that it is very technical, have fear of the unknown, or simply think that they do not need it, which is akin to saying that you don't need the internet when it first came out.
Who finds this amazing? Talking avatar. Type me in the chat box, or A for amazing, if you thought this is really, really cool. And this was just a few samples of what's out there. There are hundreds or thousands more use cases that you can do, depending on your nature of your job or what you want to use it for. But for pretty much everything, there's an AI tool for that can significantly help you to increase your productivity, to make your job easier, and therefore to help you keep your job. Because if you don't learn it and your colleague does, well, guess who gets the job, all right? All right, so this was the live demo. I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint right now. So I hope you liked this demo. I find this really fascinating. So you have discovered why you might lose your job or business if you don't use AI tools, because everybody else will. So it's a matter of time, not if, but when, how fast it catches up. How you can save it is pretty obvious, right? You learn this stuff yourself. It's, as you have seen just now with your own eyes, not difficult. And you know what the Teach AI framework is to help you to accomplish just that. So I'm just gonna talk briefly about my program, where I help people in AI tools, the practical implementation, no development or technical stuff. And it's actually not a weekend training also that you might expect that a lot of people offer. No, I know what's going to happen. If you come for weekend training, you learn something, then you forget, you lose interest, and so on. It's instead a community-based membership training series that is on a continuous basis, so that you're in for the long term and we're in this together, and you can learn and prosper together, so you can empower yourself with the magic capabilities of AI. You can elevate significantly your productivity and efficiency, and it enables you to excel in your career or business. utilizing this very TGI framework to learn, grow, and prosper together with AI tools as a community. So we have this community, and in this community, we have a training series. I'll tell you about it in a moment, but you can learn all the AI basics. You're going to learn how to do the prompt engineering. You will have a course library available, the training videos. You acquire the AI skills, the terminology, different guides, done for you prompts, right? So you only have to copy, paste the prompts, AI related news, what's going on, resources. I give you specific ideas for side hustles in AI, for example. One of them that I do myself, I have a few also, is this. This is a fully customized children's book. 100% customized to the customer, or the child, rather. Guess who wrote the text? ChatGPT did. And guess who made the images? AI did, one of these tools. My role, copy paste them together. That's it. Right. So you get every week a new specific side hustle idea, and you have a community, can meet other people. And I also have a hot seat where you get a one-on-one consultation. I also have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So far, I never had to refund anybody, but if you're not happy and want your money back, I'll give it to you. If you're not happy with my program, I don't want your money. I don't need your money, right? So there's so many benefits to taking this program, from A to Z, from automation to cost reduction, generation, job creation, translation, personal marketing, so much. Not all of them might be applicable to you, but many, many are. And there's just too many for me to even mention all of them. These are just examples from A to Z. There's like 100 more, right? So if you're not an expert yet, but a beginner, then this program is for you. If you want to grow and prosper together with the community of other people, like-minded people like you, in companies like yours, and you want to stay relevant in the job market and not be obsolete soon, or you want, if you're a business owner, you want your business to thrive instead of just barely survive. It's not for you. Don't get it if you're unteachable because you think you know everything already. You're close-minded, don't believe anything I say. And you prefer complaining, bitching, and whining over learning and improving yourself, then please don't get it. So if you consider it, I'll tell you what's included in that membership. So for 12 months, 3 weeks in a month, you get 2 hours of live training. So in total, that's going to be 36 training programs for you, 2 hours each, 3 Saturdays afternoons a month, whereby you have a different topic every week. They are live on Zoom with me directly, personally. And these 36 courses will then be turned into teachable courses. Teachable is a platform like Udemy, whereby I will sell them for $97 each separately. So people later can buy them separately at $97 also, but only one course, not the whole membership, of course. And the best thing is, I've never seen this before in any training program. You can request topics. Let's say you are a marketer and you want to learn about how to use AI for content marketing or video marketing. Then I'll just do a training based on that. Your topic, or your trader, I do trading, or your engineer, I do engineering. You can request topics. Then you're going to get the prompt packages for these specific items like marketing, etc. I'm going to have a hot seat. One of you can apply to go on hot seat. Then we talk specifically about your own individual issues that you have with AI or your job, or how I can specifically help you in that. And it's also relevant for the others, because most likely, from my experience, the problem one person has is the same problem that many other people have as well. You'll be part of a community, and I give you specific side hustle ideas every week. Like, for example, my customized children's book, or I also do affiliate marketing for AI tools if people want to buy them, etc. So if you want to take up any of these side hustle ideas, you can also make an additional income on top of whatever you have right now. So it's a big thing that you're getting. So the objective of that is that you become proficient in the use and practical application of these tools, not in programming. It's not technical at all, zero. And prompt engineering as well, that you become good at it. Therefore, you can increase your productivity and efficiency many times, at least 10, but realistically 20 to 30 times probably. And most importantly, I think, how not to be replaced by another human who knows AI. And if you don't, you can stay on the latest developments and earn extra income with the side hustles. So how it's going to work is, for the 10 minutes, I'll share some latest news, updates, and new AI tools. This also serves as a buffer because, as we all know, people always come a little bit late here and there, so that you don't miss the important part, which is the training itself. That comes for about 70 minutes. One specific AI topic, either by industry or job scope, right? This could be, like I said, marketing. This could be anything you can request, as I said. Could be trading, etc. Then about 20 minutes, hot seat for one student. 10 minutes for the AI side hustle idea for your extra income, and 10 minutes Q&A. So it happens 3 Saturdays per month. I will advise the people who are in the program, of course, which 3 Saturdays. One is off for me and you. And sometimes there might be, like in December, Christmas and all this, right? So we don't do every Saturday, 3 per month for 12. These are the timings, depending on your time zone that you're in. And if you miss it, it's okay. Then you can still watch the recording. So why so many people like you invest in themselves and join this community? Simple, one word: it delivers results, right? These are tangible results, your skills that you're gonna gain. So let me ask you, if all this program did was to help you to be 10 to 50 times more productive, would it be worth that investment? If all it did was to save you 1.8 days of effort per week, would that be worth it? Or if it helped you to save your job and get a big bonus and or promotion instead of getting fired, would that be worth it? How much is that worth to you? It depends on the salary, obviously. And if you're a business owner, to enable your business to strive instead of survive, would that be worth it? If you can build more income streams from the side hustles, would that be worth it? Or the powerful connections from a like-minded community. If you just needed one person who maybe you can do business with or whatever, would that be worth it? Or if you find a right mentor to guide you, which could be me, or get this awesome framework that you can follow. And I also help you to do with the mindset training for greater success, which you can also, of course, reuse in other areas. Mindset is not limited to AI or whatever. You can use it in your job, business, career, or relationships as well. So the value of what you're getting is 36 trainings at $97. That is about $3,492. Plus, I don't even measure the request yet. I don't know how to put a price tag on that you can request your topic to be trained in. I've never seen this before, so I don't know how to value it. I'll just give it to you extra. The prompt packages that I'll sell for $27 a piece, 36 of those is $972. And your turn on the hot seat is $497 US. That's 4,961. The side hustle ideas you also get every week. So this $47 times 36 is 1,692. Being part of a like-minded community, well, I put 2,000 here, but like I said, if you just meet that one person that maybe you do business with or become friends with or whatever, I don't know how much to value. Let's stick to 2,000. So in total, that's about $8,653 of value that you're getting. Plus, saving your job or business, priceless, right? Just say, if you're a business owner, your revenue declines by 10% because your competitor use AI and you don't, and your customer go to them instead of you. How much is that worth? I don't know. It depends on your business. Or if you're jobless for 1 or 2 months, how much is that worth? I don't know. It depends on your salary, right? If you earn 3,000 and jobless for 1 month, that's 3,000. If you earn 10,000 and jobless for 2 months, it's 20,000, right? So I don't know. You do your own math. And I had 2 choices. I could either charge the full price, about 8,000. I make more income. Or I lower the price to help more people. As I told you, I like helping people. Which one, if you or me, would you do? A or B? Type in the chat box. What should I do? A or B? Yeah, I can read your mind. Of course, you want a lower price. So just remember, that's all the stuff you're getting here. $8,653 of value plus saving your job or business, priceless. So the price is obviously significantly lower than that. You can see visually here it's about half. But the number one mistake that people are making is, I know what you're thinking right now. I'm going to figure it out myself first. And then maybe later I might join, who knows. But I tell you, just shooting your own foot. Learn from a free YouTube video, good luck. Or you want to do it, but not now. Well, if not now, then when? Because I know that later always, or usually at least, becomes never. That's why I've coined this phrase that I always quote all the time. Procrastination leads to no destination. And it's true, right? If you don't do, nothing will happen in your life. So we have 3 options: procrastinate, shoot your own foot, or join the program. It's up to you. Just like I said earlier, choose wisely. So what you get if you join are the 36 training programs for 1 year. You can request topics, prompt package, hot seat, community, and side hustle ideas. All this with 100% satisfaction guarantee. Okay, and here you go. This is the price. Only $3,997. Which frankly, some other trainers charge you just for a weekend program, and then you go home and you don't know what to do because you cannot reach them anymore or whatever. The program is over. Mine is not over. I'll be there for you for a whole year. And as part of the community, of course, you can ask me questions. And if you're not sure something doesn't work, I help you to work it out. So that alone is probably less than your damage if you suffer in your business or lose your job, right? So a couple of questions that people always ask. Is it easy? Yes, very easy. Can I do it? Well, as long as you can copy paste, you can do this. Does it work? Absolutely, it works for everybody. I've shown you, well, maybe minus the video, but by when do I need to complete? It's not a weekend program, right? It's continuous to you, so you can also learn at your own speed and convenience. You can rewatch the trainings anytime you want, but the original training is live, and live training is just so much better than just a video. Can you do it later? Of course. But like I said, procrastination leads to no destination. Why wait? If you don't have enough money to make the full payment now, it's okay. There's also monthly payment plan available. Plus, I show you extra income ideas for it. Technical, not at all. Is the time right? Wow, definitely. AI is for the public in the beginning stage, but it's like I said, revolution is catching like wildfire. And if you wait, you're just gonna get left further behind. If you're too busy, I like that one. You're too busy to save time, then there's something quite wrong here. Can you get a discount? Well, I give you some bonus. But because you're here and amazing, all of you, I just look at the participant list who started this webinar, they're all still here. So thank you very much. So I love to give you something in return, which I didn't announce earlier. For that reason, those people who are still here, I want to reward you. I give you half price, only $198, which is really an absolute no-brainer for this kind of price, the value you get. And it's not a weekend program. You're gonna have me for a year, and a lot will happen in a year, especially in AI. 1 year in AI is like probably 10 years in normal life. So that's it. If you are not in US dollars, I've translated this into other currencies that might be relevant to you. But of course, it depends on the bank, how much they actually can charge you, because my original offer is a global offer and therefore priced in US dollars. But with the coupon code half price, in one word, you get 50% off. So that's 12 months of full membership privileges for one-time payment of USD 198. If you prefer monthly, then it's 198. So therefore, if you choose the monthly payment compared to the yearly, it's as good as paying 10 months and get 2 months free, or about 17–18%. You pay less if you make the full-time payment. Most banks actually offer installment plans. So if you just do the full-time payment and convert it in your bank to monthly installments, then there's no or little extra charge. Depends on your bank or the credit card. I really don't know, but you can check with them if you want to. If you don't want a full year, I also have second options, which is 6 months, half a year, for 1,248. But it's pretty much, I think, a no-brainer that 1 year is much better value. If you do 6 months and then extend another 6 months, you already pay 2,400, whereas you do it now for 1 year, it's only 108. So this here is the sign-up link. I'll just put that into the chat box as well, if you prefer to follow the hyperlink rather than type it in yourself. So VXOXX, such a nice link. Okay. So down here in the checkout form, it says, if you have a coupon code, then you put in this coupon code, half price, in one word. And then magically, once you hit the apply button, it's going to change to 198 or 198 monthly, 1,248 6 months, or 123 monthly for half year. So if you want to avail that offer and become our latest community member, then please go to that link and sign up now. Put in your coupon code. I will show that slide again in a moment. I just have a little bit more, 1 or 2 more slides to share in between. So you also get some quarterly surprise gifts for me, because I like giving, and a few sign-on bonuses when you sign on, which are 2 ebooks of mine, which help you with the mindset. You get a 1-hour consult directly with me via Zoom. If you want to book me, you have to pay $250. Otherwise, this is for free. You also get a $50 voucher towards my other programs. I have marketing programs, property programs, NFT, etc. Then you get this voucher and you get the Empower, Elevate, Excel declarations to help you with your mindset for success. Also priceless. These are not for sale separately. So it's up to you now whether you want to take action or not. Like Theodore Roosevelt said, in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing, the wrong thing, and the worst thing you can do is nothing. So it's up to you. So here's the sign up link again and the coupon code. We are done with the webinar. I thank you very much for joining. I hope that some of you, or all of you, I can welcome as my community member, help you to grow, prosper together, learn AI tool, save your business or job. And with that, I'm done. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope we'll be in touch. Thank you.